person who stands in the shadow of a great man, and that is my good friend Jack Evans Jr. Shall we together give him a round of applause?
Each day I'll do my golden deed by helping those who are in need. My life on earth is but a span, and so I'll do the best I can. Life's evening sun is sinking low. A few more days and I must go to meet the deeds I have done, where there will be no setting sun. That song is entitled A Beautiful Life, and we are here tonight celebrating a beautiful life. It was almost 7 months to the day that we were right here bearing the Queen. It's been a rough season. My mother and father prepared us for such a time as this. They taught us about God. They taught us to trust in Him. They told us that even in their absence, God would still be with us. My text tomorrow for the final words before we bury Daddy comes from Genesis 48:21. And Israel said to Joseph, behold, I die, but God shall be with you. And I'm going to share that tomorrow in honor of my daddy. I was his preacher. I want to thank so many people for coming and making this a very celebratory occasion. Many of you have made great sacrifices to be here this week. Then many will turn around and come back next week for the lectureship. And we appreciate, we know that you had to get airfare and hotels and rental cars and eat and all of this kind of thing, but you came to celebrate a great man. And you knew him as the president and the debater and the gospel preacher and all of that, but we just knew him as Daddy. And he lived what he preached what he lived. So come back on tomorrow. We're going to celebrate his life. I thank all of you for coming, for being here tonight, for the sacrifices you've made there. I think Brother Hawkins will tell you that there is some light refreshments prepared over in the dining hall. We're thankful to the college for allowing us to come in and have this service tonight and on tomorrow night. I want to give a special thanks to my brother tonight. We've been in the season of caregiving, and my schedule is quite extensive, and there were times when Daddy was really sick, and I didn't want to leave, but my brother stepped in and stepped up and told me he would keep me on the line, and we stayed in communication, and he said, you go do your thing, and he said, I'll see about Daddy. I'll keep you in the loop. And I just appreciate him. Both my brothers. So my younger brother would have been there, but he's a truck driver. He's all over the country, 18-wheeler. But I just appreciate my brothers. My middle brother, especially because all this you see, Herb did this. Herb is the man. A lot of times I get the praise and the pats on the back and all of that, but Herb deserves just as much because he works hard at the school and has worked hard at the school for many, many, many years. And I just appreciate it. And I thank my dear wife. Lord have mercy. you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to my seat, but last but not least, I want to thank God for what He did for me. And you may think this is selfish, but God showed me mercy. He knew how close my daddy and I were and are, and He allowed me to get through this.
Come on.
God allowed me to hold Daddy's hand the whole day while he was in transition. We played Mahalia Jackson over and over and over. He loved Mahalia Jackson. I held his hand. God knew I needed that to go forward. He could have taken him any time. He could have taken him before I got back from Memphis. I told the brethren at Memphis, my daddy was sick, but I came on. But God, let him stay here. Let me hold his hand all day long while he was in transition. We left at 11 o'clock, drove home, got into bed. They called, said he was gone. He waited till we left. It's a merciful God. It's a merciful God. And I love him. I love him. And because God let me hold his hand all that day, I'm going to step it up. I'm going to continue doing what I've been doing for 41 years. And I'm going to take this old man with me everywhere I go. What a man, what a man. So I thank all of you tonight for coming, and come back tomorrow. Those who are able, this place will be filled tomorrow, and we will celebrate the life of one of God's greatest servants, and a very humble man. And I've got phone calls and text messages from all over the world, not just this country. And he's touched so many. He and my mother, they were a tag team. They tag team on a lot of us. Amen. We shared our family with this brotherhood, and we were not jealous. We were not jealous. Many of you are my brothers and sisters because my parents took you in or did something influential in your life. And that's just the kind of people they were. Good people, God-fearing people. God bless you for being here tonight. We're going to have a beautiful song from my son here, Christopher Dodd. He used to tease me because I tell people I was his pawpaw, but I'm not. I'm running this. But he's going to lead us, and Brother Carol Baptiste is going to close us out in prayer. God bless you. Have a safe night, restful night. We'll see you tomorrow.